Hey, hey, America! Welcome to welcome to your last day.
Are you
Uh,
coughing? Is you coughing up some disgruntledness?
no, just the tequila I had for breakfast went down the wrong pipe.
It
Uh,
happens.
Here's the thing, guys. Savage AF. Forget your feelings. Facts matter.
Wow, that's a warm, fuzzy coffee shop tone.
You know what it is, guys. Well, I'm just trying to
Wow.
stay
Hey,
calm.
just trying to stay calm, trying
It
not
is
to freak
Tuesday,
out.
November 5th, 2024. It is election day. If you haven't done it yet, you've already missed it on the East Coast in some places. But you need to get off your shoulders. Get your butt up. You get your shoulders off your but go vote.
Yeah,
You haven't done that, but it is voting day in America. Election day. It should be a national holiday where everybody gets off, so that we can, you know,
you would think it would be, but it's not because the people
they don't
people
want you to vote. That's why.
uh,
But Savage AF, man, forget your feelings. Facts matter. We talk politics, hot topics, and current events, and I don't give a fluff kind of style. I don't even know after today if the algorithm even matters. I don't know if we're gonna have a country anymore, Shang, or at least not one with 50 states.
yeah. I mean,
But we are here though. Like we have spent the last 4 years waiting for this moment. And especially the last year, the bulk of this year, focused on this because it has been such a critical thing. But you know, and I guess we'll start off with the business, guys. That's Savage AF, Black Pedro,
yo, yes, Shang,
this
and
guy,
and we're normally here for you 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Also, we want you to
live on YouTube and
yes,
Facebook,
yes, it is scrolling down there. If you look at the
our
subscribe,
YouTube channel.
right,
So if you ever miss
subscribe
us live, our
youtube.com,
shows are archived there.
youtube.com/C// Savage AF World. You go to the page and you click it. And you subscribe.
Just to be honest and brutally true and totally accurate, it's not /C/Savage AF World. It's just those are forward slashes because backslash is a different key. And if you do /C/Savage AF World, you will end up
Oh,
at a stepmom porn site.
my
And
bad.
that's just a private venture that I have.
That's
But
just something that yeah, no, I
yeah, no,
understand.
I want you there. I need the money, but
Well, I tell you what,
they are to if you're here for the politics, don't do the backslash, do the
yeah, just
forward
do
slash.
just slash
The
slash.
slash. Yeah, that's what we
Just
do.
slash. Also, use your thumbs. Give us some thumbs up because the thumbs up help the what is it called? What's the thing that helps it? Oh, the rhythm.
The algorithm.
Give us some thumbs up. You give us the thumbs up. It helps us. It helps you. Help me. Help you. Help me. Help you. And that's what we do. Now, I know you think it's over, but we need you to subscribe to the channel too because now it's the end of the world. We're going to really need your help in case it's the end of the world. I'm not saying it's the end of the world yet. It definitely is not. But
Just as we know it. It's
yeah,
the end of the
of the
world
world
as we
as we
know
know
it.
it. But make sure you give us a subscribe
The
and
world gonna go on. It don't need you. The earth don't need you.
yeah, especially you coon cage ass. Ugh.
The earth gonna survive us.
Like
It's not
arguing
gonna
with
happen the other way around.
I mean, it was weird. I'm arguing with my kid about it. Like, I'm not gonna tell you who I voted for. I mean, I'll stab you. I'll stab you.
Guess his rent just went up
Yeah.
300%.
Guess who's gonna be living under a bridge, giving hand jobs for cookies? Fuck out of here, man. No, but I don't know. It's the only thing I could think of.
One day just be like, man, we gotta help the homeless out. Shane be like, man, fuck him. He's my son.
That's my
Let's help the rest of these motherfuckers.
So make sure you comment too. Don't just go to the YouTube page and look at it and go, well, I saw it. No, comment. Now, to you young people, you millennial but no, it wouldn't be millennials. It would actually be Gen
These are Gen
Zs.
Zs, yeah.
Gen Zs, Z up on this. All right. If you don't follow us
Z up on this.
you know what I'm saying? If you don't follow us on motherfucker. What can I? Yeah, on motherfucking.
Yeah, no, we can cuss though. Savage AF,
Yeah,
fuck your feelings.
yo,
Facts
fuck
matter.
that. If you don't follow up and do this shit on these pages we saying right here, right here, right here, like follow on this gram shit. I swear on everything I love on everything, you gonna have problems. At Black Pedro, BLACKPDERO, and make sure you follow at Comedian Shang, and
That's a G on the end, y'all, because the
yeah,
G
it's not Shane. A
is
lot of people
Jenny.
think it's Shane. And make sure that you follow us on Threads. The goddamn same thing. All right. And we got people in the
Same
feed
name, different
jumping
game.
in, jumping in, jumping in, jumping in.
We got a lot of bricks
Well.
helping us build this building. Mizzle Williams, I see you. Gina Emerson, Lady Hazel May, Damani Jones, Sean Stubbs, LG is here. Oh man, thank y'all for helping us build this building one brick at a time. Even though they're about to crumble into a shambles of what
You
used to
really,
be a
you
country.
see, you don't sound so. You don't sound. You know.
I told you Kamala Harris is going to win. I don't know if that's going to be announced tonight. It probably won't. Give it a day or two when all the things come in, and they're waiting on
No.
7,000 overseas votes to come in Michigan. But yeah, Kamala's going to win. But all the chicanery,
That
the
already started.
charcuterie after that, I
Already
just
started.
don't know, man.
It
But
already
what I do
started,
know,
man. It's already starting with lawyers, and lawyers are parachuting into the swing states. They're throwing them out of helicopters and planes.
just Geronimo.
But yeah,
It's the affirm of Geronimo and Geronimo.
yeah, it's gonna be. This is what it's not gonna be. It's not a quiet place. That's
No. It's actually going to be I think and starting Tuesday, November 5th, 2024, in the time space continuum, Savage AF, Fuck Your Feelings, Facts Matter, Black Pedro, Comedian Shang. I think we are in day 0, day 1, whatever, of a violent place.
yes,
Day 1.
they won. See, I did this graphic, but it fit. I was like,
there you go, dog. It was already there.
it was already there.
Silence
Silence is not enough. Fuck your feelings. Facts matter.
But yeah, don't be silent today, though. Do get out there and vote. That is your voice. It doesn't scream out loud, but it speaks volumes. I went today to the Beverly Hills Park and Tennis Center. Is where I voted. And
okay.
Yeah, just a little bit.
I voted at Tits and Twist, which is they were having the strippers on their break. You could go in and
at the Spit and Guzzle,
yeah, man. So I went there and it was pretty interesting. I stayed for a lap dance. I ain't stupid. I mean,
no.
I'm gonna get something out of this. But
what was their slogan? Vote or come.
Yeah. It was like
vote or bust a nut.
Please welcome to the
stage. Democracy. She's like,
man,
one cheek red, one cheek blue.
Yeah,
that's the only time I'd be in the middle.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Here we go, guys. But for real,
it is real nasty just now. Just
it is Tuesday, November 5th, 2024. It is election day in America. We've said this several cycles now, but this one does really feel like it.
No, I feel like
either choosing a fascist or let's stick with the democracy we've been trying to do.
I think that there's a lot of people, like just some people that are just trolling and saying, fuck it, Trump 2024. Even when you give them facts and data and everything else, they just don't want to hear that. And I want those people to do me a favor. I want you to make some tea, and then I want you to take some tacks, put them in the tea, drink it slowly.
Guzzle. Yeah, just one big gulp. That hard gulp. Anybody have white friends who joked with you and been like, yeah, I voted today. Go Donald Trump. And then by the time you realize that they're actually joking, you've already stabbed them.
Yeah, it's too late.
I'm sorry. Joke's over, guys. This is it though, man. We are here. So Eastern Standard Time, I think most polls have closed. It's 6:13 on the East Coast now. It's 3:13, 313. What up, though?
Right.
LA. But Pistons beat the Lakers last night. But here's the thing, man.
What is your team? What is Detroit doing now? How are they doing, Lions?
How you mean? How is the best team in the NFL doing?
Oh, I
You
didn't even
mean?
know that. Oh,
I
wow.
mean, all records aside, I think Kansas City is still undefeated, but the Detroit Lions are the best team in the NFL. And this is not something, even with Barry Sanders, even with Megatron, that I could actually say. But knowing football, watching these games, and seeing what they are doing to fools,
You think it's Super
you know,
Bowl time?
they're honestly they're playing Donald Trump ball because they're going from team to team and just grabbing them by the pussy. I ain't gonna lie about that.
Wow.
Now, that's
Wow.
the one thing that is happening. The Lions are grabbing the NFL by its vagina.
Wow. I don't know
Because
what to
when
think of
you're
that.
when you're famous, they let you do that,
Yeah.
and everybody knows who we are now. So what up, though? Go Lions! The Lions won again.
Now, with Gina Emerson, what did you say here?
She
What is
said, "Did y'all see the story about Waka Flocka?" No, Gina, please enlighten the audience. I don't know what Waka Flocka has done, what he's up to. I don't know his politics or if he has any, but if it has anything to do with this election season or something like that, let me know what's up with Waka Flocka. If he stuck his thumb in a stripper's butt at a club, I really don't care. But if it's on some fuckery to do with this election or even
Well,
righteous positive
I
shit,
saw,
please let
there's
us
a
know.
lot of people that I'm not fucking with no more. I'm keep it real. Even when I saw a couple people I knew that were taking pictures with Trump and cheesing and slap hamming it up and ham boning and nigga tapping
Skip
it.
tap dilly yaddy yadum
Yeah,
day. Skip
yeah.
tap dilly yaddy yadum
Just
day.
I said to myself, yo, man, I don't need that in my life, man.
Wait, oh
I end up
Lord.
hurting them.
Gene Emerson with the update. This just in. He, meaning Waka Flocka Flame, he has never voted and has been a huge Trump supporter. Yeah, you could Waka Flocka die for like you know what I mean at that point, like
Walk a
you know,
flock of these
yeah,
nuts.
I hope you get Flocka walked by a bus.
What is it? What do we have to do, man?
So here's the
To do
thing.
to our people, man.
I just saw a clip. Um, one of the CNN field reporters, I think maybe Kylie Atwood, was at a polling place and interviewing a white dude. And I was just gonna clown him because he had the beard and kind of had the look. I was like, oh yeah, he voted for Trump. And then she was like, and he actually voted for Trump. And then during the interview live, it came to be known that this individual had also not voted in the 2016 or 2020 elections at all. So to jump in now at this point, first time vote for Donald Trump, kind of wish an elephant would do you like that one lady and find you at your funeral and stomp your casket. You know what I'm
I
saying?
mean, I know how I feel about it. I know how I feel about it. We'll find them, but we can't do what they do. We can't act like they act.
You mean we'll
But
find
why
them
not?
on the internet and message them about our
Yeah, I mean,
concerns?
yeah. About our concerns? Yeah.
We do not encourage stalking or physical violence here on Savage AF.
You sure?
No, we wish for it sometimes, but we don't encourage it. You know what
Okay.
I'm saying? Like it's a different like when I say that I wish that Waka Flocka Flame would barbecue tonight, stand a little too close to the grill, and his crotch catches on fire. That's just a wish. Like, I'm not asking anybody to go take a flamethrower that they purchased from an army supply store
Are you sure?
and then aim that at his crotch to roast his testicles so that his DNA does not spread any further around this planet than it
Wow.
already has.
Wow.
That's
Pedro.
not what I was saying. I was just saying I
Oh,
wish
that's you
that he would
wish.
that his dick would catch on fire while he's
Well, there's
barbecuing.
a song. I wish upon a star
Wishing
that you get
on
hit by a car
that your dick does get charred.
and you have a giant scar.
Like,
I
is
mean,
that a hot dog? No. It's a wiener. Uh
I mean, how do you guys feel in the feed? Do you feel
Damani Jones is unfocused. He's like, I wish he dropped another album. He made some good workout music. It's just like, shut up and make beats. Yeah, just shut up and make beats. You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody needs
that's
to.
where you just go, shut the fuck up. I don't really want.
Yeah.
But
but yeah, so we're here, y'all. It was a tough decision for me, Shang. I mean, I don't know where your heart was when you got into the booth, but I voted for Kamala Harris, man, and Tim Walz. You know me, I've been on the fence for years now.
Man, we're losing viewers, man.
We're losing viewers.
When you say who you voted for, you're supposed to keep that to yourself.
No, I'm I stepped out on a limb. I know what the sane, normal choice would have been. Sure, Donald J. Trump, right?
Granted.
Average American guy, wants to be a fascist, has a copy of Mein Kampf.
Like to act like in the air, acting like
hates Latino.
I think this is the most uncomfortable thing I have ever witnessed.
Listen, obviously, because I don't know what kind of head Kamala Harris would give. But now when I saw that, I was like, ooh, what that mouth do? You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
You're kind of like, wow, this president sucks dick. And it almost had me. It really almost was like, man, do I want my president to give good head? Like, yeah, sure. But at the end of the day, I went with a radical choice of a person like Kamala Harris, who, even though I'm against them, you know, she wants to give first-time home buyers $25,000 so they can get in on the American dream.
I mean, what is she?
Listen.
What is she thinking, man?
Shang, I smoked a blunt this morning. I was high. I was drunk. And I voted improperly. What happened?
Well, no. What? The cat?
Morons.
First results coming in from Indiana and Kentucky. Who's getting?
Minorities voting for Trump.
Oh, there's minorities voting for Trump on the fucking. That's who they're talking to on CNN. My roommate's filling in. She's in the newsroom right now.
Yes,
giving me a. That's not me murdering my roommate. That's just her reacting to the results.
Yeah, the results. You know, it's not.
They're starting to get results in, but I think there was just an interview with some minorities who were probably expressing their support for Donald Trump. Listen, you could get hit by a bus, a plane could fall on your head, whatever it is. Anybody who's supporting Donald Trump, if you are white and you support Donald Trump, you are racist. We're gonna say it all. If you are a white person and voting for Donald Trump, you are racist. If you are a black person and you're voting for Donald Trump, you are either really, really rich or really, really dumb, or both.
Well,
and that is Waka Flocka Flame would be an example of that. Rich, dumb, and not even involved in this shit. Like not even actually voting. So,
well, Gregory Calloway says, what did you say, Gregory? Where in the country is the most of the tension?
Well, it's in these swing states, Gregory. Great question. Where in the country is most of the tension? And it's in like these 5 swing states, right? My home state of Michigan, Pennsylvania, Wisconsin, Georgia, and I believe it's Arizona is the other one that is like, yeah. And so it's these 5 states that are purplish, up for grabs. Biden took them last time, and that was the turning. That was the decisive move. And if they flipped either way, it could work out for Trump this time.
Well, I mean, I posted this last night to just see, and it got a ton of views. But I just want to remind people that are still on the West Coast and some people that are close that still vote. Remember who this person is.
Fight for Trump! Fight for Trump!
More than 1,000 rioters have been convicted, just part of the election lie chaos. Trump filed 64 lawsuits and lost 63. Lawyer Rudy Giuliani was sued to bankruptcy after falsely accusing Georgia election workers of fraud. Fox News paid $787 million to settle a suit that said Fox knew it was lying about the election. And Trump was indicted in Georgia. He's pleaded not guilty to election interference, but 4 co-defendants did plead guilty to related charges.
That's your guy.
And Nadia TV, I feel you. She said, "Oh my God, guys, I'm nervous. Don't bite your nails, sweetheart. Go get a mani-pedi. You'll be fine."
Well, I'm not nervous now. You know what? I'm so used to. I've been doing this comedy thing for a long time, and plus, I've had baby mama drama, and I'm gonna say baby mama drama, even though it sounds short. I've had that. I've had drama with my children, my 2 children.
It seems like you should have more in common with Trump then.
Wow.
He got all kind of baby mama drama. Only
No,
thing is,
I've had it.
you
I don't
never
have-
actually molested a woman against her will.
I never. I don't have
Consensual molestation.
Right.
That's just a party.
Yeah, but she gave up the pussy. But the point is, it wasn't a forced thing. She's a whore. Let's be real. But no, I'm not nervous because I am used to shitty shit happening with this comedy thing. He knows when we do the comedy thing, you think you do what you're supposed to do as a comic, and then you don't get the shot. You know what I'm saying? I've been in this weird middle, upper, lower ground at this shit for a long time. And nothing surprises me. America shows its ass all the time. America is a racist piece of shit, and everybody knows it. And now they're showing you right in your face. And like Yamanika, another comic from New York, I know, on her post, she said, white people gonna be wilding out and really gonna be like, "Shut up, nigger! Shut up, nigger! We won." It's gonna be a lot of that if he wins. If he wins. Now, if he loses, they're going to still be flipping the fuck out. They're going to absolutely lose their shit. And I think
when he loses.
Yeah. But
yeah, and either way, I'm pretty sure the N-word is going to fly freely through the air after this election.
But I'm not. I mean, if it does come to that where they start rah-rahing, I'm ready.
I'm ready. Got these 2 sticks for you, and it's not mozzarella.
Yeah.
Woo! But yeah, again, we don't hope for violence in this country. It's not.
I do.
We are.
I do.
Okay.
You know why? You know what? See, that's crazy that you say you don't hope for violence, and you're armed to the teeth over there. He got a new gun called Gladiator 2, which he's like, and
Kid Icarus and shit.
Yeah, he holds them both in his arms like this.
They're my wings.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, man. Nobody. I didn't get guns because I want violence. But it is a very American ideology. It's like, as long as we have the most nukes, then nobody will fuck with us.
That's bullshit. Anybody that's watching this, that's bullshit. Because when he went to the training and the dude asked who's ready to kill somebody, guess who was first? It wasn't nobody else. It was Pedro. It's like, hey man, I'm ready to shoot.
And a few people saw me and were like, "Oh yeah, I guess I could kill too." But that's the point, right? Like, yes, you have to have the mentality to be prepared to protect yourself and do what. No, I mean, we've deemed in our society that self-defense is not murder. Like there are degrees to murder. So you know what I'm saying? Like,
I heard her in the background. I'm not talking about, but she going
I'm not talking, we trying to calm the cat down too, because she's stressed about the election. Because I mean, pussy is on the ballot.
Well, yeah, and that's the thing that's wild.
And I think the cat knows that.
And when Hillary Clinton ran, women let women down from that standpoint, even though she was much more qualified. But she was very much hated. And the hate for Kamala is manufactured hate, where they're saying she's a Satan and she's, a devil child.
She's literally the devil.
Yeah, all kinds of making shit up. They're just making shit up. And the black men that do that, they're making shit up. You punk motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? You remember you have a mother, you idiots.
You know what you realize though is like not everybody had a good relationship with their mom. And when I see dudes that like just really have zero respect for women or like, I ain't never let no bitch. I'm like, you either did not have a good mother or this horribly sort of probably misogynistic and violent father that set a different precedent for you. But
Yeah, it's bad.
the reality is you obviously do not have a good relationship with your mother if you are a black man who can't support this black woman. Like, and people like, I think the other issue that's coming around too for me is realizing that, oh, like black people think that we're asking you to vote for Kamala Harris because she's black. It's like, just because she's black, I shouldn't have to vote for her just because. It's like, nigga, that's like the fifth reason to vote for her. Right?
And what
Being
do
a
they
woman
think
is like the
women-
fifth reason. Like,
I know.
vote for her because she is not the fascist. Number
Two,
one.
she's qualified.
Vote for her because she is number two, not the white supremacist.
That would be
Like,
good.
these are pretty. Number three, she can read. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it's number
And-
four,
and
she
she's
knows
not-
math.
Right, and
F
she's not
and
shitting on
PH.
herself while she's on the fucking Fox News.
She doesn't wear diapers. You could move her blackness down to 7, 8. It might
But-
not even make the top 10.
and
in
what do
terms
you
of
think
reasons
white
to
people?
vote
Do
for
you
him.
think white people are voting for Trump because they go, man? I'm telling you right now, he has a lot of good qualifications. I mean, are you be bullshitting me? They're voting for racism, tribalism, and white supremacy. So why not us vote for her? Because I don't give if she got a drop of black blood in your mind. Fuck it, I'm voting for that. But she did show that she's articulate, qualified, and not a fascist. How about that? How about that, you bitches?
Gregory Calloway, welcome to it. Just clarify for me, who the they is when you say they supported Hillary. I just want to know specifically what they you mean, because that will determine my response. But it's an interesting comment. So I just
know
want
who did.
I
I'm gonna
want
tell
to
you
be
who did.
specific about where you're at with that before I comment on it. So let me know, Gregory Calloway. Let me know
Gregory Calloway,
which they supported
I'm gonna
Hillary.
tell you who
I just want to know.
I'm gonna tell you who didn't support her and should have supported her. And you know what I'm saying, are the bleach whores, white women. A percentage of white women, not all white women, because there was white women that knew what was at stake. But you got to go by percentages, and a larger percentage of white women. And if you look at the Trump horde right now, it is 50. No, it's 50 something percent. You know, and I mean,
Okay.
I can't give him a pass.
So Gregory says black men. So black men supported Hillary. And you know what? I would agree with that. I will say that I do think the black voting bloc in general, in mass, did not show up for Hillary. And I do partly blame that on her campaign, that she
for sure.
didn't zero in on, that's how she got flipped in Pennsylvania and Michigan and Wisconsin. It's like she wasn't in Detroit. She wasn't in Philadelphia. She wasn't in Milwaukee like she needed to be.
But Kamala was.
But you didn't. I think you're right, Gregory, in the sense that well, not only just statistically and logistically, but also in the sociological sense that you didn't hear from the black community about like, well, what has Hillary done for us?
Yeah.
And I also think there's this onus that we put on, like, obviously a Barack Obama, obviously now a Kamala Harris, where it's just like, what did they do for us?
And then
what did any president do? Because like, have you asked for these same things from any other white ass male?
It's a double standard. It's a double standard. They could be mediocre at best, but if you look across the board.
But that is our job too, right? It's your job
yeah.
to ask that of every president. And
Yeah,
some
they don't
like
do that,
JFK did shit for black people, and eventually LBJ, his vice president, who took over, signed the Civil Rights Act. And I know we keep talking about, well, where's the black legislation? Like, we've had a few,
but
over the years we've had a few. This right now we have the Emmett Till anti-lynching law. I don't know a blacker, unless you named it the don't fuck with niggas bill.
Right.
Like you couldn't
The-
have a blacker name for a bill.
Stop hanging
Emmett Till
Maceo. That's
anti-lynching bill.
The original name was Stop Hanging Maceos.
And you're
Yeah.
right, Gregory. She did win the popular vote.
But you know what? I think
But
that Kamala's gonna win.
electorally, the states that got flipped, she probably needed more black support in Detroit.
And you don't think that's the case
in
with this
Milwaukee.
bullshit right now? When you
That's
look
all I'm
at
saying. Like that's
the
where
percentages, but the bottom line is, I'm telling you right now, man, when you got a cult, they're more down and more, focused to go out, vote, and cheat and lie and whatever, scrapes and steal.
Gregory Calloway said white women are slippery as hell. First of all,
I don't know about that.
Gotta grab them by the ankles, okay? Because
And secondly,
get up top,
it depends on how how romantically you make them feel.
By the way, how much if there's too much baby oil at your party,
right? That's it. I
slippery
mean,
like that. Like
yeah,
you
they can
gotta.
be slippery, but I think you want somebody to be slippery. To be real with you.
Well, I think white women are about to be slippery in this election right now. Today, I think they are being slippery. I think they are slipping into these polls. You know what I mean? They're slipping into that voter booth, and they're gonna slip in a vote. All right, I paused, Gina Emerson. You're right. But they're gonna slip into these polls, and they're gonna slip in votes for Kamala Harris or not slip in votes for Donald Trump. But either way, I do think that a larger portion of conservative white women are going to vote for their own best interest, which is reinstating Roe v. Wade, which is, it will be a pro-choice, I think, choice that they make. You know what I mean? A pro-choice stance that they're going to take privately in the voting booths. I really do believe that. Even before the Harris campaign released the commercials hinting like, hey, girl, you don't have to tell him what you did in the booth. What happens in the booth stays in the booth. It's like,
and one woman, I saw a meme or something, or forget what it was, where the woman broke up with her fiance because he voted for Trump. And she's like, well, if you support that type of shit, you're not who I want.
This ain't it.
Yeah. I mean, I can understand that if there was a woman I was interested in and she was a Trump supporter, I'd probably have to break up with her or put her in the trunk. Either way.
Yeah, no, both work. That's why you always get the bigger trunk with the full size spare. Gregory Calloway said flip-flopped on George Floyd. Are you saying white women did that? The slippery white women?
I don't know about that.
That stuff doesn't surprise me. But I think when it comes to their own best interests in terms of bodily autonomy and the choices, listen, conservatives at the end of the day are hypocrites. And if you look back, I bet you there's a shit ton of conservative ass white women who've had abortions, right?
Wow. Yes.
Yeah. Tri Delta. Are you chicks? I'm talking to you. Yeah. That wasn't just beer.
There's a lot of women. Yeah, there's a lot of women.
They know that they did the deed. They had the motherfucking abortion. And when they think about it, they're like, oh, well, I would want my daughter to have that option too, because she's probably gonna fuck random black guys like me in college. We love football. Go Tigers. You know what I'm saying? Whoever your team is, go blue. And you don't want to bring those nigger babies home. So what you do is you just go down to the little juice shop and get it blended.
Well, let me ask you this. Let me ask the people.
That's what this is. Like, and these conservative white women are going to go into that.
No,
booth
they're not.
Like, I want her to feel Jadavion's dick before she marries Steve. Right. But we don't want a little DeAndre as a grandbaby. So, baby, go have your fun. I'm telling you, black men are amazing in bed. Just don't bring the seed home. And
wow,
you're
man,
gonna be drunk. You're not gonna be responsible. No, what do you?
He sounds racist as fuck.
I went to a predominantly white college. I
know you did. I've actually performed at that college, and when I say that motherfucker was a snow blizzard, There was like a pocket when I was at your college. There was a pocket of black people, and when I say they stayed together, like back to back, they had back to back.
Yeah, we like,
I mean, but you know what? His college paid me a lot of money. So
let's
I
go
went.
get that
Yeah,
money.
I went, but I'm saying I think that right now.
My college charged me a lot of money. That's cool.
Oh, that makes sense that they pay. No, I'm saying right now, honestly, if you look at the situation, do you think there's going to be violence? You named the show Violent Day One.
No, a violent place, day one. It's LG real quick. She said they will not stand for black rights, but love to gobble on you all. And you too, LG. Like
There's nothing wrong with that.
They love to gobble on black women as well. But I think there will be some sort of pocket or pockets of violence.
I don't think
somewhere.
so. If the Republicans win and they win, if it's a red tsunami or whatever the fuck they said, or a blood bath,
Blood wave,
whatever vampiric shit you could think of.
When the albino locusts come through with their
exactly.
Blanco
I'm gonna tell you
plague.
right now, Democrats ain't gonna do a motherfucking thing. They ain't gonna wild out. They ain't gonna run up on the fucking Capitol. They ain't gonna do none of that shit because they are so busy. Like, hey, we have to work and be peaceful. Yeah,
The Philly DA gave
I know.
he gave him the FAFO yesterday. We put that up. The district attorney of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, was like, if you think you're about to come here and insurrect and intimidate,
or militia this shit
F
up,
around and find out.
Yeah, militia this shit up. Yeah,
and listen, like when straight-laced white district attorneys have to get on some black shit and be like, fuck around and find out. No, bitch, come with your militia. Fuck around and find out.
Well, it's going to happen right now. Look at this. Gina Emerson says, what was the state of black life in 1798? How do blacks for Trump reconcile turning back the clock on laws isn't good for us. That isn't good for us. You know why? Because they're coons. Why are y'all surprised? Listen.
They are running the Kentucky Derby towards the trophy.
Right, man. It's just, man. Why are y'all surprised by this? You want so much acceptance by a specific race, and you feel like because they're the majority, which soon will be the minority, and they're afraid of it. And that's why they're running the kind of campaign they've been running, all of the bad language, Nat calling her name, and was about to call her a bitch. And then he said, I won't do it because Trump's a piece of shit. And they want somebody that is who they are, a reflection of who they are. He says that, and that's how I really feel. So I want that guy running shit. And they know he's incompetent. They know he's bonkers as fuck. They know he's not focused. And they still down because they know they're not focused. They're not for real. Other than the top 1% that want that tax cut, everybody else, you're just a racist piece of shit.
Yeah. I mean, that's where we're at.
I
But
mean,
whatever
logic.
Gina, I've always joked that if they ever invent a time machine, they're going to need two, a black one and a white one. And the black time machine will have no reverse on the transmission. It can only go for white people can go back in the day all they want to and go back and beat Negroes and, just get that sensation in back when it was okay to do it and nobody would judge you. But black people, we have to keep moving forward. And any party with again in there, there's no way we want to do this America again. We need to move forward. Treehead, welcome to America, said, speaking of abortion, did you hear that there was an investigation regarding an affair between him and Tamron Hall, and she allegedly had an abortion with him? Is the him fuck Donald Trump? Is that what you're saying? Just clarify that for me, Treehead, because I just want to.
Yeah, don't be just saying him.
We want to know who the
him could be me. With the
hey, because if I'd mash Tamron. She's
no. I think that the bottom line is if you look at the way it's the top 1%. They want to obviously keep kicking money to them, even though Warren Buffett said that he paid $7 billion, and if the top 80 companies that paid paid their
Like
taxes,
paid their actual taxes. Nobody
actual
else would have
taxes,
to.
nobody would ever have the problems they have. And the thing is, the people that are super rich, how does it hurt you to pay $50,000 to $100,000 more? Whereas in that $2,000 would actually make somebody else that doesn't have shit going on, it would help them save their life.
Maybe a hoodionaire.
Yeah. So I mean, it's just like, and you got it, and also for the black man to think that, oh, it's cool, man, fuck that bitch, you did all that other dumb shit you said. If he gives cops diplomatic immunity, if he gives the whole lease, that's what I call them, the whole lease. You know what I'm saying?
The whole lice.
If he gives them, immunity across the board, you really don't think they're going to take full advantage of that? And there's going to be more people shot dead because they made a choice at that moment, said, well, fuck it. He seems like he's a little aggressive. And plus his last name is Hernandez. Pow, pow, pow. And they're not going to, you know what I'm saying? You don't think and then they have no accountability or none of that. Why would you want the police to have no accountability, knowing that this situation is the way they are right now, with the moderate accountability they have, where they most of the time get off? You know why he wants that? Because he wants black people to be subjugated to fucking this, just like before when they were slave
chattel slavery, dog.
Yeah, think about it. Again, police were slave catchers. That was their initial thing. So I watched a professor talk about it, and she said basically the system's working exactly the way they want it to be.
Absolutely.
And so why is it that Trump is not in jail? Why did he get all these passes? Because the system wants him to be in a position of power because of white supremacy. And I don't want to hear shit from nobody saying that that's not the case. And one person said, how you going to call me a white supremacist and I'm black? You can have white supremacist thoughts. You could have lost your soul and did that. And by the way,
we've heard that. We've heard black people over history say things out loud like, yeah, white people are smarter than us. They do better than us. Black people destroy, white people build. I'm like, okay, well, you then believe that white people are supreme, are better than you because of the color.
Oh yeah, there's a bunch of,
and I hope a bunch of poisonous toads jump down your throat.
Well, we know there's a lot of Bojangles out there.
Mr. Bojangles.
You know what I'm saying?
Treehead did confirm that the him she was talking about is Trump.
Well,
so she's saying that Trump.
It makes me hate Tamara Hall. I hate Tamara Hall.
Had an abortion.
Yeah, fuck her. If that's true, fuck her forever. If it's true. Also, nationwide stop and frisk. Oh, come on. Just for no reason. In fact, there's a lawsuit of $25 million for a brother that literally just came from the foot doctor. He walks out. They just say, well, we saw there was somebody that fits your description. And then he said, well, no, my name is Larry. I am him. And
Capricorn.
Yeah, and they grab him and put it on the ground. We know it's not you. And they say it on the thing. We know it's not you. Then why are you fucking throwing me on the ground? It's just, that's their reaction. They see us as a threat. They see us as gorillas.
Funtime 411 says, trans rights anyone? Random question, but yeah. Trans rights, bro.
It's about to be a wrap. Also, gay rights pertaining to gay marriage, even though when I voted today, I definitely voted for that to stay a fact. But
what? Oh, gay marriage, yeah.
Gay marriage.
Oh, the other thing, by the way, interestingly enough, I'm going to address this real quick and then say, Treehead says white supremacy doesn't work without black support. I would love for you to expound on that.
I know why.
Interesting. I see what you're saying, but I'm not sure. I'm totally in line with that. But I will say that I did feel a great sense of pride and also terror in the fact that today I had the ability and the opportunity, but also it was necessary for me to vote against slavery. Because literally one of the measures on our ballot today,
31, I think it was.
Yeah, whatever the measure was, one of the measures on our California ballot was to change the state language around involuntary servitude by inmates. And what we do know is that the 13th Amendment of the Constitution of the United States abolishes slavery except as a form of punishment for a crime We know that major corporations, McDonald's, Burger King, blah blah blah, use prison labor for, and these guys make pennies a day, pennies per hour, to make uniforms and provide.
And who else gonna make your backpack?
So, I mean, slavery is legal in America, but here in California, I had a right to vote it out.
Yes, and I voted
And
it
I
out.
had the ability to vote it out. And
Also here,
interestingly, I will say that this was the one measure and the one thing on the entire ballot that, like, because at the end, when you read the things, and then even in the pre-work pamphlets or whatever, like the booklet that you get early, it did state the supporters of the measure.
yes, they
This
always
was the
had that at
only
bottom.
thing. This was the only thing on the ballot that had nobody against it. There were no organizations that submitted any
Right.
opposition or objections to
To
ending slavery in
And
California. So I honestly thought that was pretty interesting. But it's also like, no, we need involuntary servitude. Like, who's gonna really come out and like fight for that? Even though corporate America wants it, it's like, like who was really about to come out and be like, no, we kind of need free Negro labor.
Yeah, you're right. Fun time 4111. You're right. Backpack means a different meaning in prison. Oh wow. Yeah.
There you go.
Okay, but what I'm saying is,
Somebody, welcome back to society. Fun
yeah,
time.
man,
411.
it's good. It's good you out.
Sounds like it was a rough
Hey
ride.
man, go
but,
out and look at the sun. I really do think that whatever way this goes, because obviously it's not going to happen tonight. It's going to be a long, drawn out process. I don't think it's going to happen for the next week. To be truthful with you, because there's going to be a lot of back and forth bullshit. But you got to think the overseas ballots, when they come in, you got to think, they're going to have recounts, shit like that. Georgia, I think that they're absolutely, if they lose, they're going to have a recount. So it's not going to be over yet. But the bottom line is, if by chance that America shows its horrible, hag, racist side, and we don't come through with the vote, then this next 4 years, I'm really on one. And I mean, it's going to be tough for me. And I'm at the end of I'm in the twilight of my years, man. And I swear to God, I'm going to be a mean motherfucker. I'm going to be, and Pedro thinks I'm very nice. He says, oh, you're always very nice. Not no more. I'm going to be
them days over.
I'm telling you, don't say no crazy shit to me. Don't say, when we're at comedy clubs and the comics want to have these conversations, and I'm like, hey, man, shut the fuck up. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Get on now. Get on.
Don't get from around
here. Look at my hands. Get on.
This Treehead says maybe without black involvement is better to say than black.
No, I disagree. It is black support.
Black
it is black support.
She meant in white supremacy. So
no, Candace Owens, boom, and on and on and on. There are black people that assist white supremacy moving forward.
Well, I mean, I think in the sense in Treehead's last statement, those would basically be house niggas, right? Like the house Negro is the one involved in it, the one that's willing to be like, you know what, this is better than that. So fuck it, I'm gonna take this. And we can all sit here and be like, I would never, but like that's not an illogical mentality. It ain't crazy.
It is.
It's disappointing. We look back, hindsight's 2020. None of us ever been through that, so I don't judge it. But it definitely support. Involvement, support, I would think would be more like the real coons that really, really shuck and jive for it, whether it was in the entertainment or it's in politics. You're talking about Byron Donald. I know
he's number one now. He's big. He beat Big Gums.
He's taking the lead in the Kentucky Derby, rounding the last corner. It's Byron Donald. Byron Donald
by a coon. I thought Big Gums was going to take it.
Tim Scott.
Yeah.
Tim Scott has fallen back.
I thought he was going to do it. Candace Owens pulling up the rear, but I just really think
Yeah, young Philly, she's swift. Gregory Calloway says, "Have y'all seen the movie 24th?" I have not.
no.
Feel free to expound on it. I don't know what it is. I do personally need to wrap up in these next few minutes. I'm
Well,
not seeing any results in. Nothing's been called yet for either
nothing's
candidate.
called. Nothing's called yet.
So
It's not gonna,
we're not there yet.
so we're probably
be
gonna
honest,
cover it again tomorrow.
let's not expect results tonight, to be honest. But even here in LA, you got 2 more hours to vote, something like that. So yeah, like let's go. Like get on out there. If your polls are still open in your town when you haven't voted, get out there, man. Even beyond president, you got school board, you know what I mean? Your county commissioners or whoever, your secretary of state, your senator, your congressperson, right? Like
I voted for Schiff.
never heard of him.
Yeah, I just
Every time I saw an R for Republican, I just clicked.
Wow, you ain't even do nothing. No, I
voted for Adam Schiff twice.
Hey man, you can't say that because then they're gonna justify what they saying about us.
No, because there was for the permanent seat and the interim seat.
I voted twice.
Yes, yeah, for him. Yeah, he was literally on 2 different slots.
And it was funny. He was right behind me when I was voting. He came up and gave me a pound. I was like, yeah,
of weed. Hell yeah, that's
I did like this pound. And the thing that Kamala wants to legalize it across the board, everywhere, and I think that is a plus for her too.
24th Black Infantry. That's what that's about, Gregory Calloway.
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch that.
Well,
Gina Emerson said, I wanted Katie Porter. To be honest, that's who I voted for in the primary.
That's what I voted for too.
She was my go-to. But that was honestly an embarrassment of riches for that Senate seat. It was Adam Schiff, Barbara Lee, and Katie Porter. And I think they were all very, very qualified. I think Katie Porter is just a little bit more progressive along my lines, to be honest.
I voted for Katie Porter and she still didn't get it. So whoever, put it this way, whoever wasn't an R, you ain't getting it, because the bottom line is we got to win up and down the fucking line. So the ballot. So right now, this is a nervous time. It's a scary time, but hey,
it's a time, guys. Remember the 90s? That was fun.
We're going to have a problem. It's going to be a crazy time. There's going to be a lot of people talking shit, and you got to handle it. But the point is,
I've definitely been rolling around town playing FDT all day by YG and Nipsey Hussle.
Yeah, so I mean,
Trump.
Let's see how this
I'm sunroof open, windows down. Fuck Donald Trump.
Savage AF, we're going to be back tomorrow, 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Friday, I'll be flying into New York City. I'll be doing a show out there. And if y'all are in the city, please buy your tickets now. Go to my website, iamshank.com. I'm doing the, what's it called? Yeah, there it is. The New York Comedy Festival. I'll be at Rodney's Comedy Club, November 9th, 10 o'clock show. Make sure you tell your friends to come out to the show. And make sure you tell all your people this weekend, November 9th, I will be in for the New York Comedy Festival in New York City. And then I got other shows in New York. Go to my website. You can see all my dates. Then I'm in St. Louis at the St. Louis Comedy Festival. Go to the Flyover Comedy Festival. You go to St. Louis Comedy Festival, it'll come right up and you'll see the tickets. There's a lot of good comics on the show. And I'll be back the 17th. I'll be gone for a while. So for this, it's gonna be a scary time.
It's a long week, man. Keep your cat close.
Yeah.
By the way, did you see A Quiet Place Day 1?
Yeah.
I was like, that is the most non-realistic cat I've ever seen in my life. that motherfucker was so chill. He jumped into the ocean with the cat, and that motherfucker was just on the shoulder, like, cool.
Yeah.
Now I'm like,
that cat. You know what? I think his catnip just is the best level of degree of.
Yeah, the best level.
He just chills. But make sure. And by the way, this is true, and we have to say it before we leave.
If you are white and voting for Trump, you are racist.
All right. If
you are black and you are voting for Trump, You are rich or racist, or I'm sorry, not you're rich or stupid or both.
Yeah,
And that's all it is. If you're white, you're either rich, racist, or both. If you're black, you're rich, dumb, or both.
it's going down, y'all. Make sure that we support. If you haven't voted yet, vote. Let's see how this shit goes. We'll talk about it tomorrow. Savage AF. Bye
Let's
bye.
go. Deuces.